Welcome to another video brought to you by Charleston Uncorked. Join us as we take you through an in-depth private tour of one of Charleston's best breweries, City Brewing. Located at 1021 Aragon Avenue in North Charleston, South Carolina. They are open daily from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday, staying open an extra hour on Friday and Saturday. Immediately on the left as you enter through the front doors, you're introduced to a small market where you can find merchandise and 6-packs of canned beers available for purchase. Heading upstairs, you'll find a lounge with comfy chairs and a pool table that overlooks the main indoor dining area, which is equipped with family-friendly arcade games so that you can bring the whole family. Back downstairs, they have a ton of TVs to watch all the sports you can handle. They even have a window showcasing their canning room where you can watch the magic happen while you enjoy some cold beverages and some amazing food. In addition to their regular menu, they have a sushi bar, aka The Walrus, that puts out some incredible seafood and delicious oyster shooters. The main bar has over 50 taps and a fantastic rotating bourbon selection. They have a little something for everyone. As we wind around the bar, you'll notice plenty of additional seating with even more TVs, bar access, and even another upstairs area. They always have games on, so no matter where you're sitting, you'll have a great view. Finally, as we make our way down the bar, we'll sneak into the secret door that leads into the speakeasy. From there, head brewer Jack Pitts gives us a look behind the scenes from start to their finished products.
All right, Jack is going to give us the tour, the private tour of where all the magic happens. Yeah, so we'll kind of walk right down the fermentation farm. So this is our fermentation farm. We got big boys over there, 120 barrels, horizontal tanks, 120 barrels for all of our lagers. Got some 60s on this side, got 830s. And then these little guys over here, 15 barrels. Those are for fun things. Fun things like what? So we just did a collab with the guy out of Augusta. It's like a hazy double IPA. It's a lot of fun. All cryo hop. So that's packaging on Friday. So watch you step on the hose.
I see you.
Just did a lime lager in that, guys. That'll be nice. So now what's this, Jack? We got boil over or what? What's going on here? That's just active fermentation. So farting off some CO2. Very cool. Very cool. Come a long way since the Dorchester spot. Yeah, it's a little different, isn't it? Well, like it's a lot neater and cleaner. This is incredible. Behind the scenes, exclusive. So this is our kind of brew house. It's a 4-vessel, 30-barrel brew house. The big guy right here is our lauter ton. Separates the grain from the wort. You got boil kettle in the middle over here, so where you add all your hops and any kind of flavorings you want to put in there. And then over here is our whirlpool. It kind of separates out so we get some nice clean wort sent off to our fermenters. Kind of walk around to the cold room. So what do you use this fella for? Forklift. Puts shit on the truck. Okay, that's all it does. Now we got the jet ski. Are you gonna need it? Are you gonna tell me the story about the jet ski and this fella right here, this beautiful young man? That's my baby brother. That's our packaging manager. What's up, dog? Good to see you. Nice to meet you. So story about jet ski. So we bought a hot dog cart in probably late 2020. I tried to run that outside. Didn't work out so well. So we traded the hot dog cart to a guy in North Carolina for a jet ski. And here sits the jet ski.
Wow.
Hot dog cart trade.
Now, is this where all the magic, all the brain power?
That's the brain power, yeah.
What's up on those screens up there? So we talk about that?
Boxcar, that's our temperature control setup. So it gives us all of our fermentation tanks and our bright tanks. It gives us our glycol temperature, gives us the temperature of our production cooler, a kitchen cooler, a bar cooler. It just lets us know if we have any issues in our fermentation tanks. Lets us know the temperature, kind of where we're at in fermentation too.
Wow.
It gives us a lot of information just based on the temperature readout on the screen.
Beautiful.
We got our hot liquor tank over there. That sits at about 180 degrees.
This is your hot liquor
Fahrenheit.
tank. This big fella right here.
That big fella right there. So that's 40 barrels of fucking almost boiling water.
Oh my God.
And then on the other side over there, we have the same thing, just a cold liquor tank. So that sits at 37 degrees. Yeah.
So what would you use each one for?
So really it's for controlling temperature. So for knockout, like when we send hot wort through the heat exchanger, all of that cold comes off of that cold liquor tank, cools that beer down or the wort down from 212 degrees to 68 degrees.
So this is where you put it after you cook it to cool down,
cool
to
it
get
down.
ready for the fermentation.
Got our little cold plunge tub in the back. So be happy about that.
Nice. We got a little cold plunge for the fellas.
Yeah. You got to cool down a little bit.
What are these? These are pumps right here?
So those are water filters.
Water filters. Okay.
Gigantic charcoal filter. So one of the biggest causes of all flavors is the chlorine they use to treat water. So basically those are really expensive ways to take chlorine out of the water so we get a clean product.
To make sure you have a clean water. Now, where does your water come from, Jack?
It's all city water.
All city water.
In North
So
Charleston.
that's why you need that.
That's why we need that.
So now I see a bunch of these stacked things right here next to you. Can you tell the people what?
Yeah, so those are our can blanks.
These are empty cans.
Yep, those are empty cans. So they come in. I'm going to grab one right here. So they come in. They all look like that. Every can you drink out of, that's what it looks like when it comes in. And then it drops down a little thing, pushes CO2 in it so there's no oxygen in the can, fills the beer from the bottom up so it doesn't oxygenate. Then a lid goes on, and then it spins the lid, seams it. I should kind of show you that product when we go into the canning line room.
Okay. So very cool. So you have a whole nother
sit there. We'll kind of walk through the cold storage real quick. So this is our cold storage. You're going to fog up your camera. This is where all of our packaged product goes.
Wow. So this is all finished
product, ready for either distribution. So if it's wrapped in plastic, it goes out for distro. If it's not wrapped, that sells out of their tap room.
This is
cans.
Incredible.
So we just did this guy for the fish shows this past weekend. Sold those at the Coliseum. It's pretty fucking
Pineapple
sweet.
puree, orange puree.
Yep. That's painkiller, which we got in the tank fermenting. So that'll go in. Yeah. They're crushing some packaged products.
This is what we were drinking earlier. What temperature you got it at in here, Jack?
Should be at 40 degrees.
It's cold. If
It's
you can
cold.
see his breath, this is where they come to
Cool off a little bit.
Yeah. This is incredible.
All right. Now we're in the canning line room. So any of our packaged beers come off of this room. So we're running dual counterfill lines, made by a company called Cody. They're out of Colorado. Super simple lines. They run about, we can run about 90 to 100 cans a minute.
A minute?
A minute.
Holy shit.
So any Holy City beer that you've ever had has come out of this packaging room.
This is awesome. So all your equipment you get out of Colorado? Or just
the boxer came out, I think, Boston area. Pack Tech machine is, I want to say, Wisconsin or some shit like that.
So now walk me through the process. You put the blank cans. Where do you put the blank cans?
This right here is our depal or depalletizer. So a pallet of cans goes in there. It's glorified elevator. So it'll raise up every layer, and then it'll push that layer onto this conveyance over here. So it'll run from there.
Up at the top up there.
Bust my ass on the pallet jack. To this guy. So that is the sanitizer. The blasts deionized air
right here
up into the can. Cleans out any dust or particulate that might be in the can. So nice and clean. Each can's got a layer in it that's already antimicrobial. So they stay pretty clean to begin with.
But then y'all sanitize.
We sanitize it anyway.
That's pretty cool.
So then it'll run here. This is our splitter. So it splits it into each line. This little guy kind of oscillates back and forth, fills up the two lines. And then I want to pop your head right under here. You can kind of see down how the lines split. So they go one way and the other.
So you're doing same beer,
both two
sides.
lines. Yep.
Very cool.
So we had a rotary line, which is kind of what the bigger guys use. But they're a pain in the ass to work on.
Okay.
These are just simpler to maintain.
Yeah.
These are a simpler machine to maintain. So two of these runs as fast as our rotary line. So this is just
easier
to work on. So then kind of fills, seams, and wraps around here. Most of our product goes into the boxer. Kind of our last beer was porter. So this thing kind of just pulls our box down, folds it, beer slides in, glues it, good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is kind of our most expensive room in the brew house when it comes down to it.
Informative, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes.
Back of the
they just see
brew house.
The
beer in the glass.
Even if you do a tour, you don't really see this stuff.
Not up close and personal.
Up close. So thanks for allowing us to get an insight into what you guys do here. This is incredible.
The quick and dirty tour. That's pretty much it.
So what comes in and out of this door?
That's how you get the cans.
That's how you get the
boxes,
empty cans.
Yeah.
Look at the size of this door.
Keep
it's
it
like a 20-foot door.
Keep it closed and buttoned up while we're running.
What's the ice for?
Up front.
Okay. This is where you keep the ice for the up front. This is cool.
Oh yeah. And then back around to the front. This is our Dexter.
Hey, Dexter.
That's all she wrote.
Awesome.
We hope you enjoyed the view from behind the curtains. Let's head outside and showcase the massive outdoor space that Holy City has to offer. One of the first things you'll notice when you walk out back is their original container with the Holy City mural, as we mentioned in our podcast episode with Jack. If you haven't checked that out yet, feel free to visit our YouTube channel, where you'll find the full episode along with all of our other videos. As you can see, they have plenty of outdoor seating for those days when the weather is nice, or even if you just want a social distance. The entire property is surrounded by a 4.5-foot fence, ensuring the safety of all the patrons as they enjoy picturesque views of the marsh and beautiful mural artwork that can be found all around the building. They even have an additional outdoor bar for busy days or special events. Speaking of special events, Holy City boasts 4 different event spaces for every function and occasion, no matter the event. The mezzanine is a private upstairs dining room with its own satellite bar, featuring rotating Holy City Brewing beers. The Aqua Lounge is a 21 and up cozy space featuring a pool table, lounge furniture, and more. The Courtyard is an open air space that can fit up to 120 guests with its own satellite bar. And the Porter Room is for the biggest of events, with its own prep kitchen, full bar, and marsh-side views. Most recently, they have added a beautiful dock where you can relax and enjoy nature and some wildlife on the water. You might even see some local anglers at work on the creek. There's plenty of space for you and some friends to enjoy the beautiful creek life. So come out and check out Holy City Brewing.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Charleston Uncorked. The only way we are going to grow is if you tell your friends. So please like, subscribe, and share. We would be eternally grateful. Thank you again for listening to this episode of Charleston Uncorked. We hope you enjoyed.